Hey there, let's look into the first question for this video. What is the difference between lookup and master deal relationships in Salesforce? Now, this is a very common interview question. So, lookup relationship is a loose link between the two objects where parent and child are independent. In case of master deed relationship, it is opposite of same. There's a tight link between the two objects and child is totally dependent on the master. Okay, moving ahead. Each record has its own owner. So what does that mean? That child record will have its own owner, parent record will have its own owner. But when it comes to master deal relationship, child record doesn't have its own owner. It inherits the ownership from the parent. So whoever is the owner of the parent record will also be the owner of the child record. In case of lookup relationship, there is no cascade delete. What does that mean? That if you delete the parent record, the related child records will not be deleted. Yeah, they will not be deleted. The opposite is for the master detail relationship, that there is cascade delete. If you delete parent record or the master record, the related detail records or the child records will also get deleted. Now, lookup field on the record can be optional. You can make it required, you can make it not required from the settings. But in case of master detail relationship field, it is super required. A child cannot exist without parents. So there should be some value on the child record. There should be some parent value on the child record. Now, there is no roll-up summary field on the lookup relationship. So, roll-up summary fields are not supported. In case of master detail relationship, roll-up summary fields are supported. And roll-up summary fields are always created on the master object. And what does they do? They simply roll up the detail and shows it on the master record. Okay. Now, when it comes to security and sharing, it is controlled separately for each object. So the parent will have its own security and sharing and child will have its own security and sharing. But when it comes to master detail relationship, child access is controlled by parent access. So what does that mean? If this person has access to the parent record, then only this person will be able to access the child record. Yeah, otherwise this person will not able to access the child record if this person doesn't have access to the parent record. So whatever access this person has on the parent record, the same access this person will have on the child record. Moving ahead, reparenting, that is allowed by default in case of lookup relationship, but in case of master detail relationship, we have a setting of reparenting. So if you set that setting as true, then the reparenting is allowed. Otherwise, the reparenting is not allowed. Now, per object, you can create up to 40 lookup relationships. But in case of master detail relationship, you can have only 2 per object. After that, it will be disabled. The option to create master detail relationship will be disabled. So at max, you can have 2 master detail relationship per object. Okay. So let's move on to the next question now. The next question is, when can a lookup relationship not be converted into master detail relationship? So there can be scenarios when you have a lookup relationship between the two objects, and then you have to convert the lookup relationship into master detail relationship. So when is the case when you're not able to do it? So you're not able to do it, you're not able to convert it into master detail if any of the child record does not have the parent value. So what does that mean? It simply means, I'll just show it to you on the Salesforce UI. So position and office, these objects have a lookup relationship where position is a child object and office is the parent object. So here you can see that I've got position record, I've got a record without any value in the lookup field. Yep. So I will not able to convert this relationship between office and position into master detail. Why? Because I do have a lot of positions. I do have a lot of positions without any value in the office lookup field. So I'll able to convert it only when all the position records, all the position records have some value in this lookup field. Yeah, it should have some value in the lookup field. Then I'll able to convert it into master detail relationship. I hope I'm clear with the explanation. Let's check out the next question now. When can a master detail relationship not be converted into a lookup relationship? Now, this is opposite of the previous question. This time, what we are saying is that there is a master detail relationship between the two objects. Yeah, this is a master and this is detail. So, when you cannot convert this master detail relationship into lookup relationship, so whenever you have roll-up summary field on the master, then you're not able to convert it into the lookup relationship. And the reason is very simple. Lookup relationships do not support roll-up summary fields. Yeah. So if you have a roll-up summary fields on the master, then you're not able to convert. So what's the solution? You have to simply remove or delete all the roll-up summary fields first and then convert it into lookup relationship. I hope I'm clear with the answer. Now on to our next question. What is many-to-many relationship in Salesforce and how it can be achieved? So many-to-many relationship in Salesforce between the two objects is the relationship where one record is related to the multiple records of the other object and vice versa. So this record is related to the multiple records of this object, and this record is again related to the multiple records of the other object. So whenever you have such relationship, that is many-to-many relationship. Now we cannot achieve many-to-many relationship directly in Salesforce, so there is no direct way. There's an indirect way of achieving many-to-many relationship, that is using the junction object. So what we do is, we usually create a junction object. So we have got this object 1, object 2, and what we do, we create a junction object. And then on the junction object, we create two relationships, one-to-many relationships, with both object 1 and object 2. So this is how we achieve many-to-many relationship in Salesforce, that is using the junction object. Up next, another interesting question. What are primary masters and secondary master in the junction object in Salesforce? Now, we know the junction object, whenever we talk about the junction object, it means that we are having many-to-many relationship. So whenever you have the junction object, see, I just told you that junction object behaves as a junction between the two objects that wants to share many-to-many relationship. So what you do is, you create two relationship fields. Now let's say that you create two master detail relationship. So first master detail relationship is with object 1. So there's a field master detail relationship. The first one is with object 1 and the second one is with object 2. So the first master detail relationship that you create automatically becomes the primary master. So object 1 will be the primary master in this case, because the first relationship field, the first master detail relationship field that we created on the junction object is with object 1. So this is what? This is a primary master. Object 1 is a primary master and object 2 is a secondary master. So why primary master and why secondary master? So see, this is what? This is a master detail relationship, right? And we know that detail object is totally dependent on the master object. Now it has got two masters. So whenever there is a confusion that whom to listen, it will always listen to the primary master. For example, that when it comes to record ownership, so it will always take the record ownership from the primary master. Security, it will take the security part from the primary master. So what does that mean? It simply means, let's say you have a record. Yeah, let's say you have a record and owner is Neha. And here also you have a record. And let's say the owner is Rahul. Now, this detailed record is related to this record and it is also related to this record. Now, detailed record is in confusion that whom should I listen? Yeah, who will be my owner? Will it be Neha or will it be Rahul? So it will always listen to the primary master. And who will be the owner of this record? The owner will be Neha. So the primary master controls the record ownership and security for the junction object. That's all. So that's all for this video. Meet you in the next one.